Like I said earlier, they actually had odds that, she was like third or fourth in the betting odds to be MVP of the WNBA. That's such a slap in the face to every WNBA player. It's unbelievable, right?
Geno Auriemma, a name deeply tied to women's basketball, has never shied away from bold opinions or heated controversy. But this time, the Hall of Fame coach is facing a very different kind of backlash, one that's raising serious questions about his credibility and leaving fans confused. For years, Auriemma was Caitlin Clark's most vocal critic, openly doubting her ability to succeed in the WNBA and mocking her supporters as unrealistic believers. Clark didn't just silence those doubts, she completely destroyed them. In her rookie season, she exceeded every expectation, emerging as one of the league's biggest stars. Her unforgettable performances amazed fans and analysts alike, while putting intense pressure on her loudest skeptics. In a shocking turn, Auriemma has flipped the script, going from harsh critic to enthusiastic supporter, now praising Clark in a way that feels almost unrecognizable from his past stance.
The college career that Caitlin had ignited a tremendous amount of attention, an incredible phenomenon that very rarely happens, and it certainly changed the landscape, no question.
Is this sudden praise real admiration, or is something else driving this dramatic shift? Speculation is growing that Auriemma's change of heart may be linked to a recent investment he's made, one that could have major consequences for both his legacy and Caitlin Clark's future. So, what's really behind Geno's unexpected turnaround? In this video, we'll break down his sudden 180, what he said, why he may have done it, and how Caitlin Clark fits into this surprising situation. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ready? Let's get started.
That's the worst part about new fans. They have no perspective. There's no context. So they just say ridiculous nonsense.
Geno Auriemma has never held back when sharing his opinions, even if it means clashing with some of basketball's most promising young talents. One of his most well-known targets has been Caitlin Clark. The passionate Indiana Fever rookie has faced some of Auriemma's sharpest criticism, going all the way back to her college career at Iowa.
The delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart. There were actually odds on she's third or fourth in betting odds on being MVP of the WNBA. These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid that it gives women's basketball a bad name. Okay, so the kid was set up for failure right from the beginning.
It all began when Clark, one of the nation's most highly coveted recruits, made a shocking choice. She committed to Iowa instead of the powerhouse UConn program. Auriemma, whose team has defined women's college basketball for decades, reportedly took the rejection personally. But Clark didn't just turn him down. She returned to make a statement on the court. In the 2024 NCAA Final Four, she led Iowa to a stunning upset over UConn, a performance that convinced many fans she was a once-in-a-generation talent. Auriemma, however, remained unconvinced. Even after Clark's dominant college run, he publicly questioned whether her game would translate to the WNBA. Appearing on a popular sports talk show, he dismissed her supporters as delusional and argued they were wildly overrating her abilities. According to him, she wasn't built for the league's physical style, lacked elite quickness, and wouldn't be able to succeed at the next level.
But it's funny to listen to the Fever management bemoan about physical fouls whenever, anytime I bemoan about the game being too physical, there's always somebody on that staff saying that I'm so what goes around comes around.
Auriemma's criticism didn't stop there. He also questioned Clark's ability to handle the faster pace of the professional game, calling out her habit of taking deep, high-risk shots. Those circus threes won't work in this league, he said, openly doubting whether her signature style could survive against stronger, more athletic defenders. Even UConn legend Diana Taurasi echoed those concerns, warning that Clark's transition to the WNBA would be far from easy. "This kid's in for a rude awakening," Taurasi remarked. Clark, however, never responded with words. She let her game speak, and it spoke loudly. In her rookie WNBA season, she delivered one breathtaking performance after another, averaging 19.2 points, a league-leading 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game. She guided the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance since 2016, earned Rookie of the Year honors, secured a spot on the All-WNBA first team, and shattered 62 records along the way. These weren't just impressive numbers, they were historic. As Clark continued to shine, Auriemma's earlier comments quickly became punchlines online. Social media filled with memes contrasting his cold critiques with her highlight reels. "How's that physicality looking now, Geno?" One viral post asked alongside a clip of Clark drilling a deep three over much taller defenders. Another shared a collage of his harsh quotes with a caption, "This aged well like milk." With every game, the praise for Clark grew louder, and her success cast an undeniable shadow over those who once doubted her.
And Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening.
But this is where the story takes an even more intriguing turn. In recent weeks, Geno has flipped from outspoken critic to full-blown superfan, suddenly hailing Clark as a game-changer and a once-in-a-generation phenomenon. So, what caused this dramatic change of tone? That's what we'll dive into next. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We know your time matters, and we truly appreciate you watching. Now, let's get back to the story.
This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league, and she's a rookie.
Did you ever imagine hearing Geno Auriemma, the same man who once mocked Caitlin Clark's fans as delusional, now saying she's better than Paige Bueckers? Because that's exactly what's happening, and it has everyone completely baffled. Is Geno truly this blown away by Clark's rise, or is there more behind this sudden praise campaign? Let's break it down. First up, incredible phenomenon. Yes, that's the phrase he's using now.
So I love her. I think she's the best player. Forget I ever said Paige is the best player in the country. I think she's the best player of all time.
According to Geno, Caitlin Clark isn't just talented. She's a once-in-a-generation player who has transformed the entire sport. He now claims she's revolutionizing women's basketball. Those deep three-pointers and fearless leadership he once criticized? Suddenly, they're no longer reckless or unsustainable. They're groundbreaking. In his words, there's no question about it. Funny how time changes things, right? And then there's her leadership.
The sign of a really, really good player is someone who can have an impact on the game when they don't necessarily shoot it. They can do other things to help your team win.
This is the same coach who once questioned whether she could play a true team-first style. Now, he's practically ready to send her straight to the Basketball Hall of Fame for the way she lifts up everyone around her. He's even cited specific moments from her rookie season, praising how she doesn't just make highlight plays. She gives her teammates confidence and makes them believe they can win. But wait, it gets even better, her competitiveness.
I think the one thing they have in common is their competitiveness. You know, the way they transcend their team even. You know, it's like there isn't anything they think they can't do. You can tell, you know, Caitlin thinks there's not a shot that she can't make. There's not a play that she can't make.
Geno says Caitlin's fire doesn't just motivate her own team, it's elevating the entire league. It's the kind of fire you can't teach, he said, calling her the player who truly represents the future of women's basketball. For someone who once doubted whether she could handle the physicality of the WNBA, this is a remarkable turnaround. It almost feels like Geno is trying to rewrite his own history with her.
The rest of the team starts to feel like that as well. So they're dangerous not because of what Caitlin does, but what somebody like her infuses on the rest of their team. That's what's cool about it.
And finally, the real crown. Better than Paige Bueckers. Yep, Geno openly admitted that Clark has raised the bar, even compared to his UConn superstar, Paige. Let's be honest, if you know Geno, you know he rarely, if ever, acknowledges that someone surpasses one of his own players. This is huge. Fans of both players have debated this for years, but hearing it straight from Geno, that's next level. So, why the sudden change of heart? Maybe seeing her dominate the WNBA convinced him she's the real deal. But not everyone is convinced. Here's the twist. Geno happens to have a major financial stake in Unrivaled, the new 3-on-3 basketball league that's gone all out to recruit Clark. Coincidence? Maybe. But the timing of his glowing praise has definitely raised eyebrows. It almost seems like he's currying favor with the one player who could make or break the league's success and his investment.
Rival league is picking up players and they're getting ready to make a big splash in January with this league.
Caitlin Clark's decision to turn down Geno Auriemma and the Unrivaled League is more than a headline, it's a statement. Despite millions on the table, Clark prioritized rest, preparation, and her WNBA career over the hype, showing that players now control their own narratives. Her choice highlights the shifting power dynamics in women's basketball, proving no money can dictate an athlete's path. Meanwhile, Unrivaled and Auriemma face an uncertain future without the star power she would have brought, while Clark's on- and off-court influence keeps growing, leaving fans, and even her harshest critics, eager to see what she does next.